What's good? Yeah. Gotta do it again. Gotta do it again. Gotta do it again. Man, gotta feel good. Gotta feel good for real, for real. Gotta stay in the moment. Gotta stay in the moment. So, I was just thinking about something, right? and pretty much I was thinking about, the birds I was talking about, right? The spirit animals I was talking about, right? The spiritual messages from the animals that I was talking about, right? And I started thinking about the color of the bird, and I started thinking about this video that I wouldn't say I was been supposed to drop it, but it's gonna come through me when I allowed it to come through me, right? When I allowed it to flow through me, and that brings me back again to this cardinal, y'all. It was something else that I wanted to read, but I didn't read it in the last video that I made. And this is so on point, is why I wanted to read it again. I wanted to make sure I get this out there. It says messages from spirit can come in many forms, which is true, you know. Okay, it says, but the red cardinal has long been held as the most notable spiritual messenger. The male cardinals are certainly hard to ignore with their striking red feathers and melodic yet pay attention to me chirps. All right. Then it says, and when they come to you almost, excuse me, when they come to you almost insistently, trying to gain your attention, it's likely you're receiving a message from spirit, right? Because that's how I felt in that moment. And I started thinking about the colors of the bird. Then I started thinking about, the root chakra. Then I started thinking about the Orisha Shango, which his color is red. And Shango, brings about change. And then I read this about the cardinal. All right. It says the cardinal can be associated with many myths and traditions surrounding renewal, right? We go to the Bible. What's up, Grandma? I got my grandma over there. She always with me, right? So I goes to the word. We go to the word. We go biblical. It says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, right? Renewing, transform, change, Shango, red, root chakra. All right. It's going into all this. It's hitting on all this. All right. And then it says good health, happy relationships, happy relationships, happy relationships, good relationships. All right. Monogamy and protection, just to name a few. Just to name a few. That's just a few. Renewal, good health, happy relationships, monogamy, and protection. All right, just to name a few. All right, looking at the life of a cardinal, it's easy to see why so many good associations are connected to it. Cardinals mate for life. They are non-migratory birds, so they remain in their immediate area all their lives and all year long, protecting their turf. Kind of like, well, not like a Leo, because Leo's roam, lions roam to protect their turf, but it's. All right. It says, and after the couple gives birth, both parents work together. It says both parents. I like this cardinal because he stick around and take care of his business, right? Both parents work together to assure the health, welfare, and security of their family unit. All right. So that's what I like about this bird, man. I just had to go into it one more time. One more time. Oh snap! I ain't even read this last time, but also it says this goes into the this ties in with Shango, the Orisha of change, renewal. All right. It says okay. Oh, if your relationship is in trouble, this is just a clip. I'm just starting like in the middle of a sentence, but it says if this is kind of like just what caught my eye. It said if your relationship is in trouble, the cardinal can be seen as a warning that things need to change. So basically, he's a sign. All right. Cardinal sightings as a sign of what direction to travel or follow. Okay. But anywho, let's go into this Shango and the root chakra. But this prayer right here, I gotta read this prayer since we dealing with Shango, we dealing with the 7 African powers, so I just gotta go ahead and do this. 7 African powers. And what I started to do is I just want to throw this in there, not to, stop in the middle of a prayer, but I started to just really read slower and feel, what I'm reading, just kind of connect with it, you know what I mean? Says, but I'm just gonna like kind of breeze through this. 7 African powers, okay, who are so close to our divine Savior. With great humility, I kneel before thee and implore your intercession before the Great Spirit. All right. Hear my petition and grant me peace and prosperity. Hear my petition and grant me peace and prosperity. Please remove all of the obstacles that cause me to stray from the beauty way. Pause. All right. O Olafi, I trust in the words. Ask and you shall receive. O Olafi. Olafi is just a name, pretty much the God, it's just another name, right? It says, O Olafi, I trust in the words. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Let it be so. Amen. Let it be so. So what that mean? You just got to get out the way, right? Let things work out. You put that out there. You got that vision, right? You just do what you do along the way and allow things to come together. Allow them to come together. Allow these things to come together. All right. But anyway, we finna go in. We finna go in. All right. I can barely read my own handwriting. I can barely read my own. It says relax tension. This is Shango. We're talking about Shango and the root chakra. We just got some notes right here. It says these are the goals of Shango, or the force that is Shango, the energy, right, that is in you. Okay, right. It says relax tension in order to reduce karma and worldly entanglement. Refine sense organs to soothe confusion and pain in the seeking of temporary satisfaction. All right, because it does get painful out there when you out there just looking for some satisfaction. You living fast, and it causes a lot of stress and confusion, on your body and on your mind, and in people and with relationships. So it says guard against polluting sensory organs through overindulgence, right? So that goes into the root chakra. When your root chakra is out of balance, you just running wild. You just doing whatever. You drinking and drugging. You eating all kind of shit, whole lot of meat. whole lot of low vibrational things are going on, because you dealing with the base, you dealing with the root, you at the bottom, you in the valley, So it says begin to act wisely and within moderation, right? So bam, when your root chakra get balanced, then your discipline, your self-control, and your self-control, right? Get my Sprite. But when it gets in balance, right, you start doing things in moderation. You act with a little more self-control. You know what I mean? So, all right, we're gonna go to the next. Seek liberation from lower realms. Seeking liberation from lower realms. So when that energy is focused or stuck in that root chakra, in that root area, you're seeking liberation from lower realms. So what you doing? Trying to get a nut. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. It's pretty much what's going on. All right. So guard against violent behavior based on insecurities. So let's just go over to the other side, to the root chakra. Let's see. Okay. These are the characteristics. I'm glad I took my notes. These are the characteristics, because I put characteristics in like parentheses, right, of the root chakra, which is, symbolic of the earth, right? The earth. All right. But just a few words, characteristics. Security. The first word, security. All right. So we go back over here. It says guard against, when you summon, this power of Shango, excuse, I said of Shango, of this Orisha Shango, of the Orisha Shango. The goal is to guard against violent behavior based on insecurity. Okay. So you're trying to come out of that root chakra. You're trying to raise up that energy. You're trying to become something more. Right. At the same time, we're looking at seek liberation from lower realms. That could go in two ways. So excuse me. So you could also look at that as seeking liberation from your root chakra. When we think about a goal and we think about calling on or summoning help, I would say, in a sense, from these orishas, from these forces of nature, right? You would think you want to be liberated from something. That could also, be looked at as liberating yourself, from that energy through sex, which is, pretty much just like a basic way of dealing with that energy, or like a primitive way of dealing with that energy, unless you're performing sexual alchemy, not sexual alchemy, excuse me. What do you call it? Sexual alchemy. Yeah, sexual alchemy. Sex magic, excuse me. Sexual alchemy, that's dealing with like spirits. So that's a whole nother story. But all right. So another goal for Shango in the root chakra is to be motivated towards self-improvement. Be motivated towards self-improvement. So that goes back to change, making change, you know, discipline, getting control of yourself, having the confidence in yourself, right? Grounding. This is a characteristic of the root chakra. Grounding, support, and foundation, right? You got to be motivated, all right? So we just kind of see how they come together. I got some more information. I got some more information. All right, so when dealing with Shango, when petitioning Shango, right, I just wrote down a few things for y'all and what he is petitioned for. Let me look at y'all for a minute. I've been all in this book. What's up? What's up? What's up? What? I can't be me? What? Huh? Okay, I thought so. All right. So, petitioning Shango, domination and strength in all matters, right? So if you have a problem, something that you're trying to overcome, some changes you're trying to make, you can petition Shango, right? Provides a great deal of power and self-control. So you can summon this energy within yourself, All right, protection, overcoming enemies, sexual triads, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. business success and good fortune. Okay. I know that the root chakra has something to do with that, with prosperity, like abundance and business, but I don't think I wrote it down. Anyway, back to what I was saying. All right, and some ritual numbers, if you want, when you want to petition them, are 6 and 12. I don't know if y'all get into animal sacrifice, so I'm just gonna skip over that. But altar offerings, yeah, altar offerings. So for those of you who don't do blood sacrifices, okay, I don't do them personally, but I thought about it. I don't, read about it. But anyway, they used to do it. They used to do it, and back in the day, y'all ain't say nothing about oh boy when he was finna sacrifice his son in the Bible. Who was it? I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong, but it's in there. But then the ram was in the bush, so he used the ram. They've been doing this. Hey, I'm just following suit. So, hey, but anyway, bananas, apples, mangoes, dry wine, cornmeal, okra, rum, uh, bada drum, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. I need to look that up. Red palm oil. You get those from African food stores. All right. Okay. Then I just went into some different names of voodoo. I kind of went started going more into voodoo and magic, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. I really just wanted to do that real quick. I kind of got the urge to do it, so I just did. And I always kind of explain myself whenever I make a video or something, but it don't matter because I'm just doing what I do. So hey, it's all good. But yeah. So as y'all can see, how the root chakra and Shango um, are pretty much symbolic of each other. So I just kind of briefly broke it down and gave you some synchronistic points between the two. So I hope that this helps. Matter of fact, I know that it helps. I know that it helps, because this is going to inspire you to do your own research, for real, for real, just like I do. So, peace, peace. Take it easy. One time.